Yo, 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 what's going on, party people? TonyFlygon here, guest narrating for Eric. Eric's on vacation this week and he asked me if I could do one of his videos for this week, and I gladly accepted that offer, so here we are. This is an NU match against pokeaimMD, better known as Joey. Joey's using some sort of stall team, and he even has a Stunfisk on his team, which is really cool. You may think Stunfisk is kind of a bad Pokemon, but in the NU metagame it's a very sturdy defensive wall, and you're gonna see in this battle as well. Eric's using a more balanced team, fairly offensive with some Stealth Rock weak pokes, but he has the War Turtle to support that with Rapid Spin, so we're gonna have to see how that plays out. He leads with his Braviary, whereas Joey leads with Gigalith. He goes straight for the superpower, and I know Joey likes to run a defensive Gigalith set because Swellow and Braviary as well are big threats in the NU metagame, and stall teams tend to have a lot of trouble with those, and there's not really any good steel types you can use at this point for defensive power against Braviary and especially Swellow. So defensive Gigalith is a good option, and he takes the superpower but not well at all, so it's probably a Choice Bandit variant. Joey goes for Stealth Rock on that turn, thinking that Joey's gonna abuse the fact it's locked into superpower. Eric tries to pull a switch on his own and go to his Chinchino, but Joey goes for Protect, probably stalling for leftovers, and PP stalling superpower, who only has 8 PP for the remainder of the match. Then Eric goes for Bullet Seed, takes out the Gigalith, and then proceeds to go for Rock Blast on the incoming Misdreavus. This Misdreavus is not a nasty plot attacker or something offensively based, so it doesn't do much at all, because standard Misdreavus in NU is a bolt-natured set with Will-O-Wisp, with Pain Split, with Shadow Ball, and then likely either Taunt or Heal Bell. So that's not going to do too much. Joey unfortunately misses the Will-O-Wisp twice in a row here though, so that's really unlucky, as Eric U-turns out after seeing the Will-O-Wisp miss. He's definitely scared to stay in, so he U-turns to Butt Fetus, but Butt Fetus here is a pure Psychic type attacking type, meaning it only has Psychic as its attacking move, or Stored Power in this case, so Cacturn is easily going to wall it with its Dark typing, being able to set up spikes all over him. Eric realizes that, brings in his Rapid Spinner, but you have to get past the Spin Blocker first, being his Misdreavus, so Joey is made a good play switching his Misdreavus, not really risking a prediction there, since Misdreavus can pretty much take anything War Turtle has to throw at it, because Scald, its strongest attacking move, is not doing anything. And Joey has Pain Split to recover health back up. Eric's not getting the Scald burn so far. This is his second try and he's again not gonna get the burn. Whereas Eric burned War Turtle with Will-O-Wisp as well. So it's really a losing battle for this War Turtle right here. Eric realizes that and he needs to get some serious damage racking up. So he goes for Toxic instead of trying to get the Scald burn. But Joey unveils his nasty surprise right here as he goes for Heal Bell with his Misdreavus. I'd expect it to be on his Altaria, but I guess his Altaria is more some sort of an offensively based variant, since Altaria is a very common Heal Beller. But Misdreavus works as well, and now Eric really has nothing going for it. The only thing he could have towards his Misdreavus is that the only recovery he has relies on Eric's HP, and Eric's HP is slowly going down thanks to the burn. So I guess Misdreavus can't really recover up, so that's why Joey switches out, gets the Water Absorb from Scald, although he was at full health. Dreamworld Cacturn, quite awesome. He can then outspeed, go for Seed Bomb, and that's the end of Eric's Rapid Spinner, so the spikes and Stealth Rock that Joey put up are here to stay. However, Joey still has a big threat to deal with, being Choice Bandit Braviary. Now, Joey protects to see what Eric's gonna lock himself into, being Brave Bird, and that's actually very good news for Joey, because Joey knows I can easily fodder off my Cacturn here. Cacturn already laid up a layer of spikes, and his premier water type he needs to wall with the Water Absorb, and just good defensive typing towards water types it's not necessary anymore, since his War Turtle is gone, so he can just stay and go for Sucker Punch, and the Brave Bird Recoil in combination with Sucker Punch damage is gonna take out the Braviary, meaning that's one big threat for Joey out of the way. On the double down, Joey is gonna bring in his Altaria, whereas Eric brings in his Articuno, and Eric gets hit by surprise here as Joey outspeeds and nails it with a Life Orb Fire Blast. So that's the end of Articuno, and after the severe Stealth Rock damage, it couldn't really do anything about it. So after that goes down, Joey brings in his Eric brings in Chinchino, so he can go for Rock Blast to take out this Altaria, but Joey makes a good play, switches into parry. I like the Phineas and Ferb reference there. I like Phineas and Ferb. I think they're awesome. Anyway, Eric's trying to hit that with the bullet seed, but Joey's gonna try and life orb stall him and predict the moves, so he switches to his Claudia, which is a Cloud reference, which is an Altaria. And Altaria is gonna easily take that bullet seed with its quad resistance, and then Eric's gonna try and go for the middle way, you know, Tail Slap hits pretty much everything on his team since Gigalith is gone, and Misdreavus, well, I guess he could switch in Misdreavus, but Misdreavus is at low health, so he could switch up moves after that, and since he has a skill link variant, he's not gonna have to risk and go for 2 times, so that's a good thing there. Then he decides to go for Tail Slap as Joey roars him out, Ampharos comes in, and Joey just Dracos it, but it doesn't kill. And Life Orb Draco Meteor is a hella powerful move, even from Altaria, and Eric can go for the Hidden Power Ice, take him out. Misdreavus comes in, gets outsped by Ampharos, takes out with the Thunderbolt. You could see from Eric's HP number, it is an offensive variant, mainly agility is very good set. I think it's agility 3 attacks with Thunderbolt, Hidden Power Ice, and Focus Blast. That's what I'm assuming. He could be sub 3 attacks or full out attacker with 4 attacks and leftovers. I don't know, but I do know it's offensive and it has a lot of speed investment, being able to outspeed a Misdreavus, but the Hidden Power Ice is not going to do anything on Parry because Parry is just too awesome, and Parry can take that. And then Cinccino comes in after Parry takes out the Ampharos. Cinccino comes in, Cinccino is gonna die from entry hazards. Then Bud Fetus comes in, and Bud Fetus is kinda Eric's last hope to winning this battle, because he has to set up enough stat boosts with the barrier and the Calm Mind to get up as much power for the stored power. Now, the thing is, Joey is using Bulldoze, and Bulldoze lowers your speed. You may think, why is that a problem for a Pokemon like Mushan, who has virtually no speed anyway? Well, Stored Power not only relies on stat boosts, it also relies on stat drops. For every stat boost it gets, the drop nullifies it, so Eric's Stored Power is not really getting too powerful if Joey's gonna keep bulldozing and lowering Eric's speed. So that's a problem for Eric, meaning his Store Power is not going to get all that powerful, and he not only has to break through this parry, but he also has to break through Cryogonal, and Cryogonal is also a very specially defensive Pokemon. Actually, as I learned recently, it has the biggest special defense stat from all 5th generation Pokemon, so definitely something not to kid around with. So Store Power needs a lot of power, and Joey is finally gonna try and go for a burn here, trying to get some residual damage on this Musharna, since he can't rest it off without being asleep for 2 turns now. But in the end, Eric manages to take him out with a couple of Store Powers, but then the Nightmare shows as Joey shows his Haze, and that Store Power now does nothing because Haze removes all stat changes, and Eric decides there's no way I can win this now. With him being able to Haze, I can't set up on him, so I decide to give in, or Eric decides to give in. And that is the match. Close match, guys. Really entertaining. I like to see some competitive NU. It's definitely possible. It's not just some gimmicky tier. You can actually play it for serious. And I think this was a really entertaining match. I hope you guys enjoyed as well. I hope I didn't mess up the narration too much. If you enjoyed, you can check out my channel. Probably link will be in the description. Joey's as well. Great opponent, great player. Definitely recommend it as well. And I hope you're gonna enjoy Eric's videos in the future, and wish him fun on his vacation. He definitely deserves it. I'll be out now. Later.